Hello everyone, my name is Joshua B. Malcaco and I'm here to share with you some insight into three prominent labor union and federation in the Philippines. In this presentation, we'll explore their background, leadership, achievements, and challenges. The Trade Union Congress of the Philippines, or TUCP, is the one of the largest labor federation in the country. With a history dating back to 1953, it was established with a goal of promoting and defending the right and welfare of Filipino workers. TUCP represent a diverse range of industry, including manufacturing, service, and agriculture. The key leader of TUCP is Raymond Democrito C. Mendoza, who has served as the Federation President since 2016. Mendoza has been a long-time advocate for workers' rights, and under his leadership, TUCP has been at the forefront of various labor campaigns and negotiations. And some of TUCP's notable achievements including successfully negotiating for higher minimum wage, improving working conditions, and better benefits for its members. The Federation has also played a crucial role in lobbying the government for labor-friendly policy and legislation. However, TUCP has also faced significant challenges including declining membership, political interference, and legal obstacles to collective bargaining. The Federation has had to navigate a complex political landscape and maintain its independence in the face of pressure from both employers and government. Next, let's explore the Federation of Free Workers or FFW, another prominent labor federation in the Philippines established in 1950. The FFW has a strong focus on promoting democratic unionism and advocating for rights of workers in both the private and public sectors. The current president of the FFW is Sane Matula, a veteran labor leader who has been instrumental in the Federation's effort to empower workers and resist anti-labor policies. The FFW has achieved notable success such as securing higher wages, better benefits, and improving working conditions for its members. The Federation has also been actively involved in legislative advocacy, pushing for laws that protect the rights of workers and support collective bargaining. However, the FFW, like the UCP, has faced challenge, including employers' resistance to unionization, legal obstacle, and political pressure. The federation has had to navigate a complex and sometimes hostile environment to defend the rights of workers. And finally, we have the Kilusang Mayo Uno o KMU, a militant labor federation with a strong focus on a class struggle and left-wing politics. He established in 1980, the KMU has been a vocal advocate for the rights of workers, particularly those in the industrial and agricultural sector. And the current chairperson of the KMU is Elmer Bong Labog, as a seasoned labor activist who has been at the forefront of the federation's efforts to challenge the status quo and advocate for the right of the working class. The KMU has been instrumental in organiz- organizing large-scale protests and strikes, which have led to significant improvements in wages, working conditions, and labor rights. The Federation has also been active in building international solidarity with labor movements around the world. However, the KMU has faced significant challenges including government repressions, employer hostility, and legal obstacles. The federation has been the target of accusations of communist affiliation and has had navigates a complex and often hostile political environment. In conclusion, these three labor union and federation, the TUCP, the FFW, and the KMU, have played a vital role in the labor movements in the Philippines. Each organization has its unique history, leadership, achievements, and challenge, but they all share a common goal of advocating for the rights and welfare of Filipino workers. As we move forward, it will be more important it will be important to continue monitoring the work of these organizations and supporting their efforts to create more equitable and just society for all. Thank you for your time, and I hope this presentation has provided you with a better understanding of the labor landscape in the Philippines.